At least your mother tipped well.
And welcome back to our ongoing coverage of Project Novus. Fellow citizens of the Republic, today marks an auspicious day, with the final calibrations being made right now. The brave explorers of the Naval Corps that are, in this very moment, boarding the ships, are going to be the first members of our species to enter and travel for the Black Sea, that is the stars. We here at TNT salute these brave tortoises and can only hope to emulate their daring do in the months and years to come. And now. And welcome back from the break. To bring those of you who just switched our coverage up to speed, at 0400 BGC, scientists on the IT Polemius-Silvius detected a presence on the third star of Sargas. We have now gained confirmation from the Admiralty about this matter. The planet previously thought dead is indeed teeming with life. A quote from the leading scientist Drusus Entius.
"It's alien life as we never knew it. Slimy, multi-legged, ugly."
We will continue to update you on this situation as it develops. All submarine forces have been placed on high alert. We may soon offer up first images of these creatures, but viewers are advised that these might not be appropriate for non-citizens or younglings. Breaking news! Surveys near the first moon of Sargas uncovered objects pointing to the existence of an ancient starfaring civilization. Going by the age of the artifacts, their time might have been about 10 to 12 million years ago. From what the exploration mission aboard the Polemius-Silvius has uncovered, they seem to have been worm-like annelids of 3 to 4 meters. Based on preliminary analysis, they have been dubbed the Voltaum Star Assembly. Dramatic news. Based on early reports made by the Polemius-Silvius, a first contact to potentially hostile beings has been made in the Black Sea. Dubbed Alpha Menace by the Admiralty, all citizens are asked to pray for those brave tortoises trapped in the dark matter of space. The issue has been brought before the Consul, and we expect the fleet to leave with gunports open at any moment. More on this after the break. Shock for the academic societies. According to a first survey and several early images out of the Anim system, a potentially habitable world has been found. The planet, dubbed New Ojova for the supposed and possible beauty and uniqueness, has already inflamed the national artistic community. A speech made in front of the Academy of Sciences, called for the creation of a Habitable Worlds Initiative. The Bureau of the Consul has announced their support for such a project. We'll bring you more updates as the situation develops. Citizens, rejoice! Another victory for the Republic has been made. The Alpha Menace has been uncovered. As fleet scans of their remains have shown, these enigmatic beings are crystalline in nature. Having encountered the brunt force of our fleet, they made, to quote Admiral Solus Invictus, short work of these entities. While still dangerous to civil space travel, we believe every citizen well enabled to counter aggression from these animals of stone. Meanwhile, the Office of the Admiralty is expected to offer up a 10-year plan of military build-up, and should further clusters be encountered, we have a response at hand. Another fragment of the Voltaum has been detected. Survey records from the Palamia Sylvius show remnants of a lost colony of sorts. The ruins date to a much younger age, and the first analysis of Drusus Entius suspects a splinter group. As all signs point to a dead end in their societal development, this splinter group might initially have rejected their society's core values. After a break, we'll be joined by General Potentus Maximus about potential strike team entry points into this possible colony. As always, this execution will be televised. But now for other news. A survey team excavating the Bellavor asteroid field has found a strange object. Preliminary scans imply minuscule grooves on its surface, and the Academy believes it to perhaps contain valuable data. Some theorize that this might be further proof from some alien civilization in their time in the galaxy. The Admiralty, however, has held off on further decisions until the object has arrived at the Black Gate Station, where its secrets will be unlocked. The effects of which will surely be felt in the years to come. With me live on air is Dr. Decimus Ogulnius, expert on social developments. Doctor, how would you view those recent developments that have come to light all over the Republic?
Yes, it is my belief that this pursuit of profit has become a central tenet of our societal structure.
So a sort of sacred doctrine, perhaps, not unlike the citizen requirements of military service dictating Republican polity.
Yes, and with a quick twist again, no, not so much sacred, but a societal doctrine, a philosophy of prosperity, if you will.
Very funny indeed. After this amusing interlude, now for something more important, disconcerting even. Citizens, explorers led by Drusus Entius have discovered what might be another shard of Voltam relics on the planet Atlaba 5. Settled close to the planetary pole, this outpost seems to have been a merchant station. Despite its abandoned state, Marines have cleared out the sector and will move in shortly to secure it for the Republic. More as always as the situation develops. Citizens of the Republic, it is with heavy hearts that I read this message to you now. In the early hours of the day, the ITE Palamia Sylvius encountered hostile spacecraft at the edge of the Sun-Tidar system. The ship, as well as its 70-shell crew, and leading exploratory scientist Drusus Entius, were lost to the Black Sea shortly after contact. This is a dark day for Republic, as we have lost a torch amongst the darkness that led us. The Admiralty has declared this a time of mourning, and termed these hostiles Beta Menace. As of 0400 BGC, the fleet has been placed on high alert. All citizens are called to arm themselves should they work among the Black Sea. In the weeks and months to follow, the Exploratory Corps will prepare an encounter force to commit towards studying these hostiles. And now for sports. And now, what? Excuse me. Uh-huh. Citizens, I've just been given the following communique from the Bureau of the Consul. The Consul hereby declares the Beta Manus codification invalid. The hostile alien beings have made contact with Republican forces. They occupy a number of Black Sea stations and seem more nomadic and martial than truly civilized. As there is no unified governmental structure, yes, the strongest of her number has been called to communicate for them. A picture of one of these Quenti Ravagers is enclosed. Do we have visual? Citizens, be advised, this might shock some viewers out of their shell. Yes, it's coming up on the telemonitor now. Great tortoise under the world. What an ugly thing. To reiterate, we are talking with Dr. Decimus Agulnius, expert for societal developments. Doctor, how are we to understand this latest directive from the Consul?
Yes, I understand. It is the idea that we might actually profit from an understanding with these savages.
Understanding? 71 shells were forever lost to the Black Sea 16 months ago.
True, but even beyond our grief as a republic of service and honor, these aliens continue to threaten in terrifyingly great numbers our border. Any sort of development cannot be made from a position of strength on our side. As such, the idea of the Consul might actually be considered genius.
But even so, slogans such as peace for our time, wouldn't you call this desire or doctrine of harmony a danger for the citizens?
Not really. Our societal structure is far more durable than even our forefathers anticipated. Look at us, we thrive even now. What danger could this peace be?
And thus we salute the IT mariners and their crew, led by the brave, newly minted Professor for Xenosciences, Velusa or Petrea. Their 5-year mission will take them to the edge and beyond of known Black Sea territory, and uncover new and exciting things for the Republic. Turtle speed, brave explorers. Turtle speed indeed. Citizens of the Republic, today is a momentous day in the history of our nation. For the first time in our history, a tortoise has taken the steps beyond the Black Sea and settled on new ground, the planet of NM1, or Prime, now known as New Orjova, as it has come to be called in other media, has shown an unnaturally great beauty. We can only salute and congratulate those lucky enough to be part of a first wave of new settlers on this world. The first site will be alongside the shores of the largest archipelago, and is to be the core of what will become the first outspace city. Therefore, the first tortoise colony is born. Strange discovery around Iliovarvis Prime, situated on the edge of known space, has the IT mariners led to discover an abandoned station. This station, situated around the planet, drifting dead in space, might have been used to mine the hellish world once, but the origin remains a mystery. Despite this, the technology doesn't seem really further along than our own, and may well point to an extinct alien settlement. In reaction to this, and due to its nature of being somewhat creepy to keep, the Admiralty decided to have the station scrapped for minerals. The materials will be slated for a number of state projects from which all citizens will profit in the long run. Commentators called this decision wise, while a recently released digi-novel has reached record sales on the HoloNet. The novel details the possible exploration of the station and the discovery of strange and alien life forms, which ultimately decimate the explorers. In the light of something like that being quite very much possible in our universe, the Admiralty's decision becomes that much more understandable. Border patrols have intercepted an escape pod from Quenti Clan space. Inside, a former flag officer calling himself Yet Telgoon asked for sanctuary within Republican space. After careful consideration, the Admiralty has decided to take the aliens' offer. It will be educated along Republican values and taught our ways, and might in time reclimb those steps towards serving at the Black Sea again. Anonymous sources from inside the Admiralty claim that part of the sanctuary offer was based on inside information the alien offered in return, but we cannot confirm or deny. At Labor 3, situated close to Quenty clan space, has seen its fair share of combat already. Now it shall see itself defended as well. Private settlers from the United Cent Corporation have, after attaining permission from the Bureau of the Council, begun colonizing the planet. The world, which will be called Sandpoint 1, features some of the largest sand reserves our scientists have seen so far in the known universe. Predictably, stock prices of USC have seen a dramatic rise in recent weeks. Meanwhile, fleet maneuvers close to Quenty space to showcase our naval strength have dramatically increased the security of trade between this new Republican colony and the core worlds. A recent discovery in the Coniferous system has left physicists stunned in disbelief. As the IT mariners discovered, there exists what might actually be a natural hole in the Black Sea itself. This gaping maw of darkness has theorized to possibly house a tunnel or darker things, and extensive research is being planned to explore this gaping hole. Surprising results from the elections to consulship. Despite observers assuming the return of previous consul Mamercus Berenius, he has not obtained, in fact, the majority this time around. Instead, young newcomer Nea Quinctillus has succeeded in obtaining a sufficient enough share to move into the Bureau of the Consul. As Quinctillus' platform was one of national development and expansionist populism, many are anxious to hear the state of the Republic that is to follow in a few minutes. As always, the speech will be televised on a Republican channel. We are turning over now. Fellow citizens, civilians, as per your choice, it has fallen to me to lead our people towards their glorious destiny in the Black Sea. The Republic stands on the brink, but whether we'll edge towards greatness or despair still rests on our shells, mine and yours. We are beset by challenges on all sides. The path towards the galactic core is fraught with difficulties, but it also offers the key to strength, new worlds to settle, room to expand, wonders to behold, and riches to plunder. The path at the razor's edge of our galaxy continues to be dangerous, while our borders with the aliens remain stable. The Quenty Ravagers continue to pose a threat to all honest and hard-working tortoises. Furthermore, their presence and the findings about the Voltaum imply a greater, more dire truth. As you should all be aware by now, we are not alone. A century ago, when asked about his greatest fear, then Consul Agrippa Latentus is said to have spoken, "But we'll go to the stars and they might not be empty. I say to you now, they aren't. But we, as tortoises, as Schildkrots, we are prepared. The service, honor, and blood of every Schildkrot defends this republic, and even if they'd be hostile, our people survived the fires of nuclear war. We can do so again. That is all. Dismiss." Good morning. Don't be alarmed. My appearance is of secondary concern. You'll be briefed by the diplomatic corps about this and other facts. I'm here to bring you up to speed on the technological breakthroughs of the decade. As you remember, a number of breakthroughs in mining technology like geothermal fracking has emerged. Now more than ever, the ore is streaming into Republican mills. We have already begun updating the technology on all current colonies and the homeworld. Secondary. The early dissension among the planetary powers of Azova has subsided. Since unifying the planet and silencing all opposition, the efficiency in bureaucratic and other issues has risen by 200%. Now, 8 years afterwards, it is unlikely that anyone has lived who even wants to remember a time when the Republic didn't control the entire planet. As part of this political unification, an economic merger has led the energy corporations towards more efficient power networking. This has in turn increased the general output of power plants and enabled the stable growth, especially of the new colonies. Another surprise invention, the powered exoskeleton, has increased the already great compatibilities of Tortoisian shock troops further. Now the ability to lift both containers as well as heavy weapons has increased industrial and military strength immensely. In other news, a newer recent strain of a general Schildkrot was developed no 3 years back and has already been suffused into the population. We predict another 10% growth of the general populace based on our current projections and the success in our testing groups. It is furthermore believed that this, resulting from the successful genome mapping, can be further extended to biological modifications. Finally, the introduction of administrative and scientific AI has boosted public morale. As the AI is being seen as the pinnacle of helpful and efficient, it has allowed us to keep close tabs on all stratas of society and to eliminate unrest early on. This enforced peace has led to a general increase of productivity and general population intelligence. That is all. I am now open for your questions.